Okay, so I'm going to be doing some talks lately on the aspect of the social web. I think the way I intend to do it is to try and split up this whole understanding of what the web is and where it's going and what it's there for. I mean, of late, for the last decade, we've picked up on this entity called social media, and I think on one hand social media is a good thing, but on the other hand I'm not so sure it is, because it really does depend on what you are doing on the web and why you are there in the first place. More importantly, what or how your company operates will make a difference to your efforts on the web. So for example, social media, let's have a quick talk about that one. Firstly, it's been around for a number of years. It's not exactly new. I mean, the web's been around for the best part of 20 years. Social media's been around for millions of years. It's not a new thing. What is new, however, is the digital aspect of it. And what the other part of it is new is that the way that the client that you want to reach is now how they're using digital products and or the web is changing. So from a company's perspective, if you want to go around using the web for whatever reason you might have a need to do so, the nature of the way that you use the web will have to suit the client, not necessarily the client suiting the nature of what you want to do on the web. Most of what you're going to do on the web from a social perspective has to be treated as if it's part of an everyday occurrence, much like talking. Twitter, the average person says around about 7,000 words a day. The vast majority of those things are chit-chat. Some of it's going to be down to love, some of it's going to be down to sales, some of it's going to be down to corporate policy. It doesn't really matter, but the average person says 7,000 words a day. But when you get up in the morning, you don't really worry about that. What you do is you get on with it. Some of those words are going to be chit-chat. We all do it. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. What are we doing later? We're going to go and do X. In the web world, that would be called Twitter. So the whole aspect of understanding things like Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn are quite straightforward, really. They're very easy things to understand, but what isn't easy to understand is how a company shall place itself on the web. Because from a digital perspective, yes, we all need conversation. We all need somewhere to chat. We all need somewhere to blog, to share an idea. But when it comes to digital commerce, and let's face it, digital commerce is now worth 7.2% of the GDP of this country. Every company that's interacted on the web over the last 4 years has grown by 4.1%. And they reckon by 2015, the digital economy is going to be worth in excess of 10% of the GDP of this country. So it's important that companies, when they go onto the web, understand how to actually use it to get the return that they want, not just how to use Twitter or how to use Facebook. They are part of it, granted, but are you a lifestyle business or are you a scalable business? Each one has a different return or a different method you should use on the web. If you're a lifestyle business, then you're using the web as, let's say, a network or a networking aspect, then you're going to be paying in time, because it's your time that's going to be spent on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or mining networks, shall we say. If you're a scalable business, then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be building platforms where other people can go and interact on, something that is ultimately scalable on the web. And of course, that means a completely different way of utilizing the web platforms. You're going to be spending more time listening to the web and watching what other people are doing other than interacting on it. That means that some of the technical and digital software that you're going to be using and spending time on isn't going to be things like Twitter and isn't going to be things like Facebook. Yes, you're going to have them, we all get that, but it's down to what are other people talking about and how are you going to push them over towards your core product or digital product on the web. So what I'm going to be talking about in my latest event is a breakdown of understanding of that. Where are we on the web? How did we get here? How human beings, or our clients shall we say, are interacting with the digital machine? What emphasis and what effect is it having on their daily basis? And more importantly, understanding from your perspective as a company, what is the best way for you to get the best out of the web, to get the best out of digital products, and map your way forward so you can get an ROI, if you like, on your efforts on a daily basis. Anyway, I look forward to speaking to you in more detail at the next events I'm speaking at. Thank you very much for listening to me today.